All right, today is July 13th, 2023. My name is John. I moderate the BYOB trading room. So I just want to point out what was hot yesterday. Uh, SMH, semiconductors, chip stocks were on fire. They were looking good yesterday, really bullish. Gold, silver, oil, and gas. Now, why was gold, silver, oil, and gas doing well? Because we have a falling dollar and it's still falling. So here's a daily chart of the US dollar index. And we have hit a probably, if I could find some dates on here, this is probably a yearly low for this, just for this year. Pretty sure, let me see. Yeah, this low right here was, yeah, this is an all-time low for this year on the dollar. So that means it's going to take more dollars to buy an ounce of gold. It should take more dollars to buy an ounce of silver. And of course, natural gas and oil should increase as well as we trade it throughout the globe. And so, what else do we have this morning? Let's take a look at. Well, let's just go look at the economic calendar. Wrong one. Economic calendar. There we go. We had CPI yesterday and Kashkari speaking. Today we have jobless claims at 8:30 and producer price index, which measures the inflation on the producers side of things. A couple of a treasury statement at 2, and Christopher Waller's going to speak at 6:45 this evening. Tomorrow we got big bank earnings. We're going to have Wells Fargo's going to report and a couple of the others. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick for us. If not, I've already gone over it before. Earnings. Right there. So, earnings for tomorrow. We got JP Morgan, we got Wells Fargo, BlackRock, Citigroup, State Street. So there's a list of earnings for Friday. So got a couple of the big boys in the XLF are going to report. So let's go back and head over to the SPY. So the SPY, this is my chart. Oh, I'm going to pull up a 2-day. This is my chart for the 2-day chart of the SPY. And this is the measured move from the bottom up to the waffle zone, and then placing another move from the midpoint of the waffle zone, taking the same move up to the middle of the waffle zone and putting it up on top. And if you notice, this is the top of the waffle zone. We have hit the top of the measured move. So we'll see what happens. See what happens today. Okay, not saying we're going to fall, but we did have on the daily chart, we did have a little doji candle that was kind of just hanging out in the sky there. So we'll see if today ends it, or could be tomorrow. You know, we could have a nice bullish day today, shoot on up to 450. That could also be a target for the SPY. It's a nice whole round number, and then turn around from 450. So we'll see what happens today. But things that are looking good are the chip stocks, gold, silver, oil, and gas. So SPY is still in a daily uptrend. We're going to play the daily uptrend until it's over. We're going to look for signs of weakness while we're up here, but right now it's still strong. You can see we got nice green trend indicator balls. Everything's running up. We are still bullish until we're not. So there's the SPY. And let's take a look at UNG. So here's UNG in an uptrend channel here, kind of testing that channel today. We'll see if it's going to hold today or move up higher, or break through the channel. Currently in kind of a bull flag situation. Hopefully it can hold that bull flag. 684, 680 seems to be the low point of the flag. Like to see it remain in the bull flag and consolidate more or move up. Really wouldn't like to see it move down, but it's always a possibility. But we are in a bull flag here so far. And the BOP is green today, moving on up. So there's nat gas. Let's take a look at USO. USO is broken out of the bear flag channel that it was in. So here's the flagpole down to here. Here's the bear flag inside of this green box, and we are breaking through the top side of the bear flag. So nice move in oil. So keep an eye on those oil stocks. Halliburton, Schlumberger, Rig. There's a few others. Occidental. Look for signs of bullishness in those. Look for those 10-minute uptrends. Those 10-minute crosses, 3/8 cross over VWAP. Look for those. Those are playable in these USO, in the USO or in those oil stocks. So let's head back to the QQQ. Oh, actually, let's go take a look at gold and silver. So here's gold, making a turnaround here. And we're breaking the daily downtrend right here. So we'll take the daily downtrend and move it over here. And there's our daily downtrend. You can see we're breaking trend now. So look for precious metals to shoot a little bit higher. We'll see if they can make it back to the midpoint, which would be right up here at 183.75. So look for gold to shoot up to 183.75. Really like to see it move up over 183.75, kind of over, and then bull flag on top of it. So there's gold. And let's take a look at silver. Here's silver's downtrend, and it's also breaking trend. So we'll flip this out over here. There's your downtrend line for silver. Daily charts breaking through. And where would we want to see silver? Silver is already made it back to the midpoint. So we'd like to see silver bull flag up here and then move higher for silver. Now let's take a look at TLT. Here's your bonds. Not quite breaking the downtrend yet. IEF. IEF is challenging the downtrend right now. So these are our bonds. Like to see that break through to the other side and move on up, challenge these highs. At least take it back to the midpoint, which would be right about there, 97.55. And for the TLT, midpoint would be all the way back to 104. So like to see the TLT break trend, got a downtrend happening right here, make it back up to the midpoint. All right, let's take a look at the QQQ. This technology. Technology's been on fire. It's doing really well. Daily uptrend. Everything's good. Everything's pumping on QQQ. Still in a daily uptrend. Who knows how high it's going to go. It's looking really good right now. And FNGU. Another one. Approaching the highs right there. So these are the all-time highs for this year. They're not the all-time highs, okay? They're just the all-time highs for this year. QQQ. QQQ, all-time highs for this year. Not the all-time highs, just the all-time highs for this year. So looking like a good year for the QQQ and the FNGU and the SPY. So things are looking good. I would like to see us bull flag for about a couple months and then move up higher. Really don't want to see us continue going higher, but I'll take it if that's what they're going to give us. Okay, SMH. Because SMH powers the QQQ. SMH, let's look at SMH. And SMH at its all-time highs this year. So no coincidence there. All right, QQQ is at its highs for this year. And the SMH and the FNGU are also at their all-time highs for this year. So no coincidence there. Here's the uptrend channel for the SMH. It's a really wide channel. And you can see we've got a W pattern playing out. So we'll see if they're going to break through the apex here and move on up. Bullish daily trend on the SMH also. So everything's looking bullish. Everything's looking good. Dollar's falling. All the indices are cranking. Now let's go take a look at the IWM. Here's the small caps and mid caps. Now, this is not their all-time high for this year. Their all-time high is basically 199 right there. Okay, so here's small and mid caps. Put in a bear flag. We break the top of the bear flag portion, and now we're moving on up. This crash right here, this move down was caused by the KRE. That's the regional banking. So with the regional banks, got the all clear signal. They did a stress test, I guess, and they said the banking system looks sound. So now we're getting a move back up to these highs, and we'd like to see it challenge these highs once more. Here's the IWM, and we'll know more starting Friday with the bank earnings. So here's the IWM moving up, making an equal low and a higher high. So now let's go look at the diamonds. Here's the diamonds in a W pattern. And we're kind of expecting a bull flag to happen right here before moving higher in the diamonds. And the diamonds have been in this bull flag for a long time. And if you look at it closely, they do have a head and shoulders pattern forming. Here's the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and this would be the head right there. So head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So if the diamonds get over this area right here, 348, could be some really good upside for the diamonds. So let's go take a look at IYT. IYT, daily bullish trend. Like to see a bull flag on top of this upper trend line right here. Nice daily bullish trend there. BOP is moving up. And XLF, daily bullish uptrend. And we're challenging the midpoint. So I'd like to see this bull flag on top of the midpoint. And hopefully some moving average comes up from underneath it and ignites it to go higher. So there's the XLF. So everything's looking good. You got the semiconductors, that's the technology sector, is bullish and working out. You got the financials sector is bullish and working out so far. And you've got the transports bullish and working out so far. And the asterisk, what do the asterisk mean?